Hello and welcome. I'm Carol DeChaine. I am a transformational life coach, intuitive, especially past life reader, and energy light worker. Today I want to talk about procrastination, putting things off when you know you should probably do them now. We do that for a lot of stuff, don't we? At least I know I do. It's on my list. And yeah, I know. If you know me, you know I always have a list. If I don't, I kind of feel like I'm forgetting something. I'd rather see it on my list and say, not today. But at least I know I have to do it and I consciously procrastinate instead of subconsciously procrastinate. And then there are those things like exercising, eating well, better, those things that you know you should do that are on the procrastination list as well. I'll do it later. I'll do it, well, yeah, and I get around to it. Why do we do that? Why do we put things off? Sometimes it's just not a priority, right? I mean, we have other things that seem more important. And then there are reasons that we do it that we're not even going to be aware of. Why? Maybe we're afraid. Maybe we don't know what'll happen if we take that extra step. We do this thing. Maybe we don't realize that when we finish something, we're going to feel really good about it, like cleaning the garage out because we were procrastinating it for years and it doesn't get done. There are so many different things that we put off doing. But sometimes we don't just put off doing stuff, we put off finding our dreams. We put off having things happen that we want to have happen. I mean, we really need to have happen. I mean, yeah, sometimes we put off doing our taxes. We know we have a date we have to get it done by, so it helps because sometimes people are those last minute people. We put off, some people, if you always were the kind during school that put off studying for tests, then you cram the night before or maybe even the morning of because you didn't want to bother taking the time or you just weren't somebody who would do it. That's one form of procrastination. Another form is actually being late all the time. If you're late all the time, you're procrastinating being out the door. And it makes the people you're around, when you procrastinate on certain things, on promises to people, on being somewhere for them, on doing something you say you'll do, it makes your friends feel like you don't love them. You don't care. Your loved ones may go, Mom, you never come to my games. Oh, well, I'm working. I keep meaning to come. I'll try and come. That's a couple of different things in play for that one. But a lot of times we just don't do what we say we're going to do. And we're really procrastinating and putting things off by doing that. And there's a lot of stuff underneath some of these reasons why we procrastinate. So sometimes we have to figure out why we're doing it before we can actually take that step and do it. Are you afraid of failure? You don't think you can do it, so you sort of don't do it. You know you need to do it, but so it's always maybe in the back of your mind. You need to get something done. Really, though, look at all those things as they come up that you're going, oh, yeah, I haven't done this yet. Oh, yeah, I haven't done that yet. Think about it. I haven't stepped forward to do things I need to get done versus I want to do. So maybe those priorities, those like the taxes and the things with a due date, those get done eventually because you need to get them done. Unless you just don't want to pay your taxes, which join the club, but still most of us actually do, at least turn in a tax return. Sometimes, though, those things that don't have a due date, those can be put off forever. Those things that are part of our dreams and our goals, we may procrastinate those just and never even get there. I always wanted to can be a refrain that you may have. I wish I had. Is that you? Do you procrastinate it so long that then you're too old to do something? I wish I had joined this club. I wish I had met a certain type of people. I wish I'd stepped forward and learned this language. I wish I'd. Is that you? Do you put things off so long that you think, oh, now I'm too old? Or now I've gained too much weight. I can't actually do any of this movement and stuff I wanted to do, sports or whatever it may be. Now I watch it from my couch. I can't be part of it anymore. Even though I want to be. I wanted to learn certain things and I haven't done it. I feel like I just can't do that now. Most of that is not true. Most of that, You can adjust. You can find those dreams and those goals you once had and make them happen. But you have to want to do it. You have to find ways out of that procrastination. And one of the ways we need to is just to find motivation to do whatever it is. Why is this thing important to you? If it's not important at all, you may never do it unless there's a due date like a tax thing. But if you really, really want to do something, you need to figure out how to motivate yourself to make it happen. I have a whole show on this. That is a podcast under Living Your Limitless Life. Look up procrastination. You'll have almost an hour's worth of information on why we do it, why it's better not to, and how to move forward, ways you can make yourself move forward. I don't want to put it all out here, but I want to tell you that if you know why you procrastinate something, if you can figure out why on anything in your life, really, then you'll be able to figure out how to make yourself do it. If it's a dream, if it's a plan or a goal, and you just aren't getting there, how important is that to you? Can you make it a priority? How can you kind of talk yourself into it instead of talking yourself out of it? You can do that if you want to. When you procrastinate stuff, you can do it. It's not a bad thing. You can do things that you don't need right now. I'm going to do that tomorrow. That's not important. Or you can do it as in, oh, I really should do that, but I'm not going to do it right now. For me, it's I really should exercise. I'll do that tomorrow if I remember. And then the next happens, and I don't, and I don't, and I don't. But that impacts your body in the long run. So what are you saying I'm not going to do now and I'm putting off that you really need to have happen now so that in the long run you have what you want? You have, for me, a flexible, less weight on the body sort of thing. That's what I want, so maybe I need to look at this exercise closer and get the right kind and find something I'd like more and all that sort of thing. So what are you procrastinating? What are you putting off? And if it's something like a dream or a goal that you really, really want in your life, why are you doing that? Make sure you're aware so that you can give yourself that gift of finding more joy in your life, finding what will work for you. Because you don't want to put off until you die those things that matter, those things that end up on the bucket list that you never ever did. And then if you find out you're going to die in a week, you hurry up and do. You don't want more of those. You want to keep having experiences, but you don't want to put off those things that are so important to make your life really much more fun and adventurous for you. Thank you for joining me here today. I'm Carol DeChaine. I am, as I said, an intuitive reader. I read past lives to help you get through difficult times, which it's amazing how often the past helps the present and the future. I also am a transformational life coach, Marconic multidimensional energy worker, as well as energy space clearer. And most of that stuff, other than the intuitive work, is on my website at www.connect2joy.com. And that's going to be below. And by all means, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're going to find the Joy Corner there, which are I am affirmations once a week, as well as quite a few. I think there's over 50 guided meditations if you want to work deeper to help move that subconscious, to shift some of those blocks, those fears, those walls that you may have up. Until next week, be well and give you my heart.